Okay, we're doing the water filtration system at the wood shop like we did at the cabin. We've got the big blue here. This shows a picture of 3, but it's the 2. So we'll have 1 micron and a 5 micron charcoal. Of course, various connectors, valves, accoutrements, whatever. This would be the filter that goes before the pump. Then it'll go to the pump. Then it'll go to here. There's the water pump. I don't have it unboxed yet. Bunch of connectors and stuff. And I did mount the pressure tank. I was supposed to have a 9-gallon pressure tank, but they were out and they sent me a 13-gallon for the same price. Little heads up or little tips. I like this stuff way better than the white tape. When I did the cabin water system, I tried just a regular old white plumber's tape and it had leaks everywhere. So I did the gray and it's working great. All these connectors I have are the shark bite connectors because I'm lazy, and they're more expensive, but they just snap into place. And I haven't had a problem with them yet. I've got to do the connectors, the ends for these. Oh, that's for something different. And put all this stuff up. I've got 1-inch pipe, got 3/4 pipe. I've got 3/8 over here. I'm gonna do a water spigot over here just in case I need to fill a bucket or something. But then on the outside, I bought a camper. Let's see if we can see this for out here, and that's gonna be my water spigot for my new camper. So anyway, let's do something. Okay, this is the UV. There's the bulb. Here's the chamber. The water will flow in. The bulb will be on the inside. Water will flow around it. Yada yada. Got to figure out all these parts. All right, here is the big blues. We got to put some lube around the little gasket. I just installed the sediment filter, and this one's going to be the charcoal, 5 micron charcoal. So you just peel the plastic off, set it down in the hole, put lube around here, and screw it in. Okay, I got my water tank, and one of these flat spots, I dumbass drilled a 4-inch hole, and with this gasket it should be 4.5, I believe. So I had to keep trimming with a knife. Anyway, I think this is supposed to go on the outside, but I had to put it on the inside so I can shove this through. This is the outbound port. It goes in and makes a U, and it's got a slanted front, so the outbound water can go out, no bugs can get back in. It's like a U-trap. So that's the outbound. This is the tank I got. It's a 1,000 gallon. It's only a single wall, which sucks. Didn't pay attention to that, but that's all right. I'll make it work. Took about 2 months to get or more. There's the hole at the bottom and the hole at the top. That one's been plugged. It's a 2-inch hole. Well, the connectors I got, I bought something to drill a hole, and it was the wrong stuff. So I had to go to Home Depot and buy the stuff. So I took that one out, and I'm gonna show you this. I had to build it on spot, but that's okay. So here's the connector that goes in. So I got a 2-inch threaded in here, 2-inch threaded on the inside, then 2-inch to 1-inch threaded on the inside of this right here, so this nipple can thread into here. This was just glued to this piece. Same thing. This glued to this piece, and this 1-inch nipple threaded in. Coming off here is a 1-inch pipe. Comes to the pre-filter and the ball. So that way, we're not getting water off the top of the tank, but a few inches down. And then as it drops, you see what I'm saying? You're not getting off the bottom. You're getting middle of the tank, core of the tank, half the tank, whatever. So this now I got to put inside, put it on with those connectors, then run water over to my filtration system. So here we go. I got the tank level-ish. It's pretty level. The water, this is more ground up, than that's harder. So once the weight of the tank gets in there, it'll push down and level itself out, I'm hoping. Anyway, cut a hole in the top with a 4-inch hole saw for a 3-inch pipe and put a gasket around it. Got it coming off up here. Set a post in the ground so that I can support the pipe coming from there to here, because obviously there's nothing to support. So I just put a 12-footer in the ground, concreted it in, letting it set. I'll come over here with a pipe. I got a couple of hangers and clamps, but what I might do is build like an L bracket shelf for it to just sit on, plus put a clamp so that it won't go anywhere. And then I'll put the pipe up here, measure, cut, and then I have a reducer that goes from 4 to 3. Down inside the tank, there is, I don't know what the proper name of it is. I call it like a foot, but it's so that the water comes down, right? And then it comes down and then bubbles out of this. It doesn't just splash and stir up stuff, because there's like a empty, you know, it's about 4 to 6 inches high. Anyway, and that's it so far. Okay, so I got the pipe connected, comes down. I got a strap on it and a little shelf, like I'd mentioned, keep it from going anywhere. I got the bottom where the little, this is the first flush, is the little balls. Everything's put in, ready to go. The hose is connected here, that goes inside. I'm gonna put some insulation over it, and then I'll probably end up covering this with dirt or something to keep it insulated for the winter. Ozone generator, I got the hose coming out. I'll come over to this thing and then come down in here. But you basically, it's almost like a fish tank. You set this stone at the end of this hose, drop it in the tank to the bottom, and it bubbles ozone into the tank, killing any parasites, pathogens, algae, any of that crap, I'm pretty sure. One-handed. So pull this out. No PEX deteriorates in the sun, but I went ahead and put the hose inside a piece of PEX. That way it'll at least protect that hose. And then I got some metal stuff, like a sticky paper I'll put here and over there to keep it in place. Okay, so here's my ozone generator. This is the Corona ejaculator. I don't know what it's called, but anyway, this is the piece that actually creates the ozone gas. I don't know how this works. This is like a little pump for like a fish tank or something, I guess. But anyway, the hose comes out the bottom, goes to my tank outside. I guess I need to strap it some way up out of the way. For now, that'll work. This is my spare pieces in case something goes bad. This is the backup parts. Hopefully it won't go bad. My other one I ran for 2 years and it never gave me a problem. I no longer own that property. I'm sure it's probably still going, but I left them a backup piece. So, oh, and it just runs and pumps ozone. Sounds like a fish tank. But I have no water in the tank yet, so it's really doing nothing. But anywho, once the tank fills up, let me just get back up and give you an overview real quick. So the water's coming in from out there, comes into this pre-filter, 50 micron. We've got a shut-off valve, of course. Pump, 3/4 horsepower pump, I think. Pumps it up. Everything has shut-off valves. This goes to the pressure tank so that the pump doesn't have to cut on and off all the time. It'll cut on and pump up the pressure tank and do what it needs to do. And then when you shut off the faucet, there'll still be pressure in the line. Anyway, goes through a 1 micron sediment. Shut off valve, of course. You got to have all these shut off valves so when you change filters and stuff. Anyway, 1 micron settlement. It's supposed to be a 5 micron charcoal. Comes out, goes through the UV filter or UV light, which I still got to put it in. I broke the glass and I had to order a new one. I'll do that in a minute. Anyway, comes out of there. Then I can have water in the shop for now. Eventually I'll put a washer and dryer in here. So I can tie in, do a hot water heater later. I mean, this is all push connect, so I can take it all apart and redo it however needed. Then it goes to another shutoff valve. Of course, the shutoff valve here. I probably got $1,000 in shutoff valves. Anyway, this is a pressure regulator I bought, and it should be set to 45 pounds. And then, of course, you can see what the pressure is here, and what the camper that I'm hooking up to. They don't recommend anything over 45, so you don't blow out the piece of crap plumbing. And then it comes down and goes outside to a outside water spigot like this, and then that will have a hose run into my camper. So that's it for now. It's supposed to rain next couple of days, so like a hurricane or something. So hopefully my tank will fill up. If not, it'll be close. It's 1,000 gallons. I haven't done the calculations. I'll do them later and put them up on the screen somewhere. But I'm sure I'll get several hundred gallons per inch of rain. I don't know. 1,000-gallon tank, so should fill up pretty quick. Anyway, that's my rainwater. Thanks for watching.